de facto, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this? How about that? Pay attention to wax. You're free to see what that's like. And that's why we need to take things slow, slow. And that's why we need to let some things go. Take a trip.
All right, guys. Ian from Such Girls Disc Golf. We're back with the 2015 Sharktooth Open. We got the final 9, and we're super lucky to be joined by Peter McBride and Kyle Eckman. Say what's up, guys.
I'm waiting for you, Peter.
How's it going, guys?
That's Peter. Kyle, say what's up, buddy.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
There's
Good
Kyle.
to be here with you, Ian.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for joining me, man. It should be fun. A lot of people curious what you throw, so it'll be cool to have you along. But hey, dudes, let's watch some disc golf. All right, guys, going to the final 9. Philo is tied with Kyle. Drew's 2 back of that, and Steve's, I think, tied with Kyle as well. Or, sorry, Drew. And we're starting off on hole 1, 320. And this is like a different pin than the normal final 9, Kyle?
Yeah, they pushed it over onto this little landing pad over here.
Huh. It seems like a little bit more difficult than previous final 9s. A little
It is.
farther.
It's closer to the road, and it puts on a little tighter hyzer.
Gotcha. Okay. So there's the gang right there. Rico, Drew, Goff, caddying for Rico per the usual.
Always.
Yep. Philo. And let's look at the tee. And I think Philo's going to lead off here in a second. There he is. Rocking the boom hat. Makes some pretty cool hats. Let's see what he can do. You think he start a story right here, Kyle?
Yeah, that's his go-to for a power hyzer uphill, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's got a red destroyer. And Philo's pull a little high, but it looks like it should fade towards the basket.
It works out.
Yeah, a little bit short. What are you throwing right here, Kyle?
That would be my champion destroyer.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. You don't see a ton of pros throwing champion destroyers, but
I like to find those pop-top ones.
okay, cool, man. Seems to work out for you. That one came up a little bit short left, it looked like. And Drew, probably another star destroyer.
That's a crush.
Drew crushes, man. He throws real far. And he skipped OB right there, Kyle?
It did. He was going for it.
Wow. And the OB's close enough, he'll have a putt to try and save his par. And Steve Rico gets almost pin high off to the right. He'll have a putt, but it's going to be pretty long. And what are you looking at here, Kyle? Like 50, 60, something like that?
Yeah, 65.
And a pretty uphill as well. Was this tree in your way at all?
I had a blast underneath it.
Yeah. It kind of looked like you have a good putt for that, though. It's really like line drive, floaty putt.
Thank you.
Yeah, it came up a little short, though. And we got a Philo from looks to be about 45. Oh, brutal chain. Yeah, it was brutal chain out. So this is Drew after an OB stroke, looking to save his par.
That's a trusty putt right there.
Yeah, that was going to go a ways if it missed, but fortunately, yeah, banged it. And Kyle cleaning up your par, a little par frame on that one. And you're still tied with Philo. And Drew and Rico, a couple back of that. We're on a hole 2, 156. What do you guys say about this hole, Kyle?
You got that $1 million death putt right there.
Yeah, man.
Go far.
Yeah, if you go up short, you got a crazy uphill putt, and you might roll out. And if you go long, you're pretty much guaranteed a death putt. So, Philo, I think he's going DX Rock, if I had to guess. Either that or an ABR.
Yeah,
that's an ABR.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks like it's classic ABR.
Yeah, he likes those classic ABRs. And he's been in that spot before. I've seen him putt from there before. Makes it work. What are you throwing, Kyle?
That's a DX AVR.
Oh, okay.
Big bead?
No.
Really?
Just standard DX.
Yeah, right on. Almost was really close, but then it kind of slid down the hill a little bit, but still within your range. And I think,
Foot off.
yeah. And Drew looks like either an AVR or a rock, probably an AVR.
I think he's going for the more overstable KC.
Okay. And it looks like that one finished a little bit left. And what's the boss throwing here, Pete?
Icon clutch.
Icon clutch. Parked,
Yeah.
man.
Clutch.
That was a clutch shot.
Yeah, it was such a tough hole to park, and he absolutely did it. Drew coming back up the hill for a birdie. Kind of scary,
Still
but
death putty.
yeah, still a little bit death buddy, but he's not putting right at the cliff, which is nice. Not so much. Philo with a really uphill putt, and looks like he's got the sun in his eyes to add to the difficulty. Wow.
Jack.
Oh,
Dang. Uphill
Beautiful.
putts are tough, man. Like, you get a smaller target, but he made it work.
yeah. Basket definitely.
Yeah, for sure. And Kyle, also, you got a pretty uphill putt right here. Pretty treacherous footing, too.
Yeah, you really want to be careful. I actually saw a person lose balance on this hillside and wasn't pretty.
Really? Oh, man. That's no good, but what was good is that putt, man. Nice work.
I just wanted to get out of there.
Yeah.
Get out of the trenches.
Uh-huh. And look at that drive from Steve. Ridiculous.
Where are they going now? They go down to two's basket.
And Drew's going to tap in his par. No worries on that one. Nice birdie from everybody but Drew. And Steve's doing some work. Philo, Kyle still tied on the hole 3, 660 foot. And this is that extreme downhill shot, Kyle.
It is. It's a good hyzer.
And like the only OB is like actually in the road, right? You're safe on either side of it.
I believe they're playing Path and Beyond.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So they needed to get left.
So yeah, I thought that could have been safe. I think it would have been OB.
Okay, yeah. So Philo finished on the road with that OB stroke. And Kyle, you going back to the Champ Destroyer?
Champ Destroyer. Played it safe.
Played it safe right here. Not trying to run the basket exactly. Yeah, I guess you knew Philo. He's taking that OB stroke, so you might as well get a stroke while you can.
I've parked this hole recently,
Wow.
but was happy to throw that shot over there.
Yeah, that's smart golf, right? And Steve Rico taking a pretty aggressive line. And that's
He wants it.
Yeah, beautifully towards the basket. Finishes a little bit short left, but not bad at all. And Drew, gotta imagine this is probably in a Star Destroyer.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, which he won't be throwing any more of those, but he is right now.
So clean.
So
isn't it
mash.
just a perfect line.
Go.
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 Oh my god.
Oh,
Love the
crap.
reaction. He's parked, right?
underneath the basket.
Stupid good. So, it looks like the right of the road is in bounds because he's playing from over here. So, this is going to be his third shot, looking to just get up and down for a 4. But he's going to be losing a stroke to you, Kyle.
Wow. Wow.
Did he hit the bucket?
That was close.
I don't know where I was for that. I missed all that action.
Wow. I think he hit the number plate.
I think
It
so.
was dead center.
Yeah. That was ridiculous. And there's you clean up your par, Steve cleaning up his par, and Philo cleaning up a bog after Drew dropped in his ridiculous birdie. Unreal. I've never seen a better shot on that hole.
Yeah, that was a huge skip.
Yeah. So bringing us to hole 4, Kyle has a lead now, and another downhill hole, 350 feet. Again, a slightly different pin location than I've seen before in the final 9. This is a little bit left of where it's been. And Drew taking the box after that birdie. Looks like a Casey Pro rock. And Drew throws rocks really well.
Mm-hmm. And very far.
And very far. Very true. In this case, I think it leaked a little right. And it kind of hit that tree. I jinxed him on the rock.
Yeah, he
throw.
wasn't happy with it.
Nah. Yeah. Did he slip a little bit?
It looks like he did, yeah.
What are you going with, Kyle?
Downhill shot. I really wanted to play DX Aviar,
Really?
and it worked out very nicely.
It sure did, man. Such a straight flight after Heiser flipped. Beautiful throw, man. Steve likes to throw putters on this hole as well. I've seen him. I don't think he goes putter here, though. I think is that his Firebird, Peter?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's more beat in Firebird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go 11x1, I think.
Yeah.
Just rip a hyzer down there.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good looking rip from Steve. I think that might be fading out a little early, though.
Yeah, I think he doesn't quite hold on to it.
Yeah, it's a little short left. And Philo up last after taking a bogey. And I think these people in the car kind of... What was going on here, Kyle? You were there. Is it just Philo chilling?
Are they in the car?
Yeah, there's people in the car in that gray car right there. I think they're razzing him or something. I don't know. He keeps looking at him.
Yeah, I think they tried to move and someone told them not to move because they were there when everyone else threw.
Oh, okay,
That's
gotcha.
I got stuck in the middle.
Yeah, and look, they're trying to move.
Yeah.
And
now somebody's telling him not to.
I think possibly, yeah.
Funny. So Philo, is that a destroyer again? It looks like one. Either a destroyer or maybe a T-bird. I don't know. I don't think he throws many other red discs.
Maybe a Firebird.
It could be that too, yeah.
Yeah.
You can see it crash towards the basket. Pretty decent, I think. Red discs, man, they're so hard to film. They're like invisible. Drew finished pin high way off to the right. Almost makes a birdie. Looks like Philo got caught up in the tree. He's also pin high right. Looks to be just laying up for a par. Although he might give it a half go.
Got a little danger behind it.
Yeah, that's true, huh? A little canal back there. And Steve finished short left. This is his look for a 2. A little Uli step putt he's got working. Finish a little right. And Kyle, this is for a bird. You're about, what, 30, 35? Something like that?
Just outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your putt, man, it's like super nonchalant and it just goes in. I love it.
I'm happy to get that one.
Yeah, for sure, man. Getting 2 strokes and 2 holes on Philo, which is great. Steve comes back for his par. This is going to be Drew dropping in his par. And Philo as well. Eventually. There he is. All right, Kyle, you got a 2-stroke lead now, man. Doing some work in the final 9.
Feeling the pressure.
Yeah, right. Or not, man. You're raising up to the pressure. We're on a hole 5 here, 330 feet. This one you're throwing across the road, which is OB. And you can see the basket right there. And there's kind of some guardian trees going on, Kyle. You just like to throw a hyzer at it or what?
Yeah, I was kind of stuck in between.
Mm-hmm.
And chose the hyzer.
What disc do you use?
Champion Thunderbird.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Just a little high.
Oh, yeah. Clip that last kind of Keebler elf tree. And Drew's got a rock. I think he's probably going to take the right added approach with the rock. Which also works. Looks like it's leaking a little right. But that worked out. Nice throw from him. And Steve. Yellow disc. Peter, what's that one, dude?
I think that's another Firebird.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, I think you're right.
One of those really stable flat top ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got one of those in my bag, and it's just ridiculous overstable.
Yeah. Look at that. I just wanted to fight left.
Uh-huh. Oh, I was going to be perfect. Didn't hit the tree. But I still got a nice rollout from it. At least level putt.
Like they're gonna make a Firebird.
They're working on one. Probably, I think they enemy releases in May. Around in May.
Is that when it's coming out?
Yeah.
Nice. You throwing them a little bit?
I've thrown them a couple times. They fly really nice.
Nice, dude. Looks like Philo actually went a little bit long right. He's going to have a long putt for a 2, which we're looking at right here. Half the gallery looking on.
Mm-hmm.
Is that DJ Ellis over on the left-hand side of the screen?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, I think so.
Scott Miller.
Ooh, Scott.
Is that Scotty? Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Filmed him
Where's
at the
Boom?
Coyote Classic with Peter.
Just short.
Yep. And Kyle, we got to work on that tan, bro.
I just put my shades on right now.
So you had to stretch out around this tree a little bit?
I had no putt.
No putt? Oh, man.
Yeah, that tree is big.
Yeah, it's super wide. And I kind of clunked off it, but still, he should be able to save a par. And looking at Steve's putt for a 2. Looks to be about circle's edge.
If you actually ever go next to that practice basket and putt, look up into that tree. It's alive. It has cats and raccoons in there.
What?
Pretty cool.
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome.
There's that broken down barn that's full of cats over by like hole 17, right?
Yeah.
Steve
Ooh.
Rico, man.
Ringing the bell.
Thanks,
Wait.
Prince.
He wanted it.
He did.
Yeah, the way he set up, you could tell he wanted it.
Yep. Didn't expect that one.
That was a football. You see him hold himself up with his back foot on his tree?
Did you really?
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Oh, that's funny.
You could definitely tell he was off balance on that side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was. And Kyle cleaned up his par. Drew's going to clean up his along with Philo. And Rico getting a stroke on the card right there, which you wouldn't think on such a short hole. Oh, Drew almost folded again on the mini. Backed up a little bit. Drew is not stoked.
Everything is sexual at that point.
And Philo dropping in his par. Yeah, you still got that 2-stroke lead, but now Steve and Philo are tied for second. Drew's one back of that. We're on hole 6, 360-foot par 3. And this is, I see people go at it or kind of play it with a little dogleg left action. Looks like Steve's up first. And I think he's got the dogleg left line lined up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what he throws. Outlaw here, Peter?
Yeah, it looks like his legend outlaw. Yeah, that green outlaw,
Mhm.
for sure.
That's a pretty good looking pull right there.
That's nice.
Wow.
Nice. Perfect skip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really kind of hard pan and leaves around the basket. You'll get some good skip action.
Mm-hmm.
And what line and disc are you going with, Kyle?
I chose a Champion T-Bird, my overstable one, going with the Heiser.
Okay. And that would just come out early?
Came out way early. My timing was a little too fast. Arm speed was a little too slow.
Uh-huh.
Little nervous.
Yeah. It'll happen, man. If you've watched Champs versus Chumps, you know how bad I play it while being filmed. We got Drew right here. It looks like a Champ Thunderbird, if I had to guess. But that got way high. Hit the ceiling. And I think Philo's going back for Star Destroyer or Firebird. I've seen him throw
Probably.
PD2 on this hole before, too. What do you guys think that is?
Kind of looks like a destroyer.
Yeah.
A little starish.
Mm-hmm. Philo is methodical,
To say the least.
to say the least.
Looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Get in.
Ooh. It's the patented Philo look up.
Not in. Not happy.
Yep, that's 100% accurate. We got Drew right here with the second shot after hitting a pretty early tree. And kind of an awkward stance right there.
Nice power on that, though.
Yeah, he did. Hopefully, should be able to save par. And Kyle, you got tree blocked again, man.
I got some white legs.
Yeah. You don't get to see him unless you're on film. Oh, you gave it a good run, dude.
Thank you.
Almost.
I think I missed to the right.
Yep. And Drew has a little tester here to save his par.
Solid.
What? What? That looked dead center,
Rob.
right?
Oh yeah, that was not. That shouldn't ever happen. That was nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It looked like it, and then just kind of flopped out. That was not cool. Oh, Philo. You don't see him miss shorties like that very often.
I mean, he just watched a perfect putt not get rewarded, so
Yeah, I wonder if that got in his head, huh?
it could have been.
Yep. And Steve with the best look at it, too. Getting another stroke on the card right here if he makes this.
This is Peter.
Yeah, it looks like he wants it for sure.
Yep. Guy, his focus while putting is just insane. Dead center.
Cobra.
Rico, yeah, he is. He strikes right there. The basket is dead.
I felt the bite.
And looks like Philo is gonna putt first, maybe. You guys having a who's out battle right here? Looks like
I'm just sitting back and enjoying.
right on. So Philo stretching out around this tree to try and save his par, which he does nicely. And Kyle, you got not too much work here to do for your par.
Not at all.
Yeah, there it is. Drew dropping in a bogey eventually. But Steve is now just one back of Kyle. He took second place from their tie from Philo. And we're on to hole 7, our final 9, 490 feet. And I believe you usually play this basket coming from the other way, guys. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a completely backwards tee pad
Yeah.
to hole 2's basket.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So it looks like Rico's shot came out a little bit early. He finished short left. This is a really tough pin to get there. You have that a really tunnel shot, and then you have that last guardian tree with a super low ceiling. It seems like a pretty impossible two, or at least a really difficult one.
I'd like to see Paul McBeth throw it.
Yeah, I wonder if he might throw it on a roller or something.
That'd be smart.
Yeah, you want a Champ Destroyer right there?
Champ Destroyer, eyes it out.
Yeah. For a short left as well. It's pretty open over there, though. Should have a decent upshot. And it looks like Philo's going Star Destroyer.
What would you throw here, Peter?
Probably my Outlaw.
Solid choice. Philo visualizing that line. See if he can hit it. And throwing a hyzer flip that turned over into the ground. Yep. And Drew definitely has the power to get there. And he's lining up something crazy, Kyle.
It's a big turnover.
Wow. You know what he's throwing here on this shot?
Probably a Star Destroyer.
Yeah, it looks like it actually, huh? You're right. Doing a crazy
That's
hyzer
old.
flip. Yeah, like a really beating one. So you're not going to see it finish,
Fine.
but he finishes short left. You'll see where he throws from eventually. Philo's second shot, and still has to deal with this tree, which is a pretty solid guardian tree for this basket. And looks like, I believe that's his Firebird.
You gotta love safari golf.
Yeah, no, it tests your creativity. You can't really plan ahead.
I think that's actually his destroyer.
Is it really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen him do that finesse shot with his destroyer quite a bit.
Huh.
Little skip shot.
Yeah, it did look like a Star Destroyer color, actually, now that you mention it.
Mm-hmm.
And there was Kyle's pretty solid upshots there.
Thanks.
And
Casey Aviar.
Casey Aviar? All right, on. And Drew finished short left. And he's trying to dunk that one.
You know it.
Yeah, it didn't happen, but it was a good run. And Steve ended up with the best drive and finished just left of that Guardian tree. And just playing smart golf, taking his par.
Yeah, throwing his clutch up right up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not surprised to not see a birdie on this hole. Even with how good you guys all are. Drew makes his par. Philo's making this all day. Classic AVR is it right in there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see too many people putting with the classic AVR. You know, I can't think of anybody else actually.
Yeah, not too bad.
The grid stamp. Somebody used it in the Battle of the Eras though. I can't remember who.
I think it's pretty similar to like a McPro AVR.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, maybe slightly different, but
It's DX plastic, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
Yeah. So there's
A
gallery.
lot stiff.
What's that called?
Yeah.
For some reason, the Casey Grid ABR stamp ones, they come out stiffer.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. So we're on to a hole 9 here. We're throwing across the road. And is the basket elevated, Kyle?
No, flat ground.
Flat ground? Okay. Being deceived. And Rico still has the box. After going birdie, par.
Turning over his rival, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it finished, you guys.
It was around the circle's edge.
Okay. And
To
you're,
the left of it.
and you're busting out your solid forehand, Kyle, with that Champ Destroyer.
Champion Destroyer.
And that looked nice, buddy. Just a little bit long, actually.
No, it was on mine. I should have skipped up to the basket, but it stopped.
Just stopped. This course, man, you can't rely on your skips. Like sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. It's a little luck fest with the skipping.
Yeah. Lots of patches of dirt and thick grass and dirt.
Mm-hmm. And Philo's got looks like a KC Pro rock. He's gonna line up this either right at it or a big turnover line.
Slight turnover,
Yeah,
like DX.
it is, isn't it? That's the DX.
Yeah, he
stamp.
throws a lot of these.
Yeah, he loves his DX rocks. Yeah, he goes up the middle with a slight turnover. And finishes a little bit right, but pretty much pin high. Should have a putt at it. And Drew, that looks like a KC Pro rock. And he's got it looks like almost a roller approach here, but it must be a big turnover. He's throwing a rock. Oh, yeah.
Could be his AVR, maybe.
It could even be, yeah. Cool shot, though.
Yeah, go big or go home.
Go big.
Yeah. Goes long left. I can see Kyle's shot right there. So Drew coming back towards the basket for his 2. Looks to be about 40, 45, though. Not super close. But Drew can make them. What?
Oh, wow.
Did that...
So,
Was it in and out?
Front.
That was weird.
It was 50-50 top front cage.
Okay. Steve for a 2. Looks to be a little past circle's edge.
You hear that, Cobra?
boom. Strike.
Strikes again, man. That couldn't have been more perfect, you know?
Heiser dead center.
Dead center, low. Dude.
Mm.
When Rico's putting is on, it's on.
God, your knees are shaking.
Your knees are shaking, Kyle.
Yeah.
Rico's coming for you, buddy. Watch out.
You didn't want a snake bite.
Yep. I hope you brought some antidote. And Philo with a nice birdie as well. And Kyle from about 25. Looking to match Rico. Keep your lead.
I got it close.
Oh, buddy.
Earlier.
Yep. Just a little bit.
All right.
Yep. That happens, but you can recover, man. You can cover. Drew.
Getting fancy.
Drew taking the par. And Kyle and Rico are now tied. Steve fighting back from fourth place on the final 9. And we're on to the last hole of the final 9. An 850-foot par something. Probably a 4.
I would say, probably closer to par 5.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. And Steve takes this line and he hits it pretty perfectly. I'm putting the pressure back on you, Kyle. Which was not awesome for you.
Off the tee, I got something for him.
Nice. It looks like Philo's going SDS.
Up the gut.
Yep. I think pretty much this is the popular line, and Philo leaked a little bit right, and there's a guardian tree over there, which he hit. Unfortunately for him, Kyle, looks like you're going back to the Champ Destroyer well.
Yeah, it was really working for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seemed like it. Looks like you have that same line lined up. Are you worried about the road here on your tee shot, or not so much?
I can't say I was. I wanted to throw as far as I can.
It looks like you almost should have been, because you were pretty close to the road,
You
man.
got to help land on that road.
Yeah.
A three on this. I gotta give it out to anybody that can get a 3 on this.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't kill the children.
Huge.
Yeah, it's really big. It's a low ceiling the whole way. And it's pretty interesting shaped shots, too. And Drew, I gotta imagine he's probably throwing a Star Destroyer.
Anton.
Was it? I don't know. That is crushed. Like, that went real far.
Threw it out of state.
Yeah, he did. So we missed Philo's upshot. He finished short right. And Steve Rico up second on the second shots. See those bollards are where the road is, which is OB. It should be pretty easy for Steve to clear from here, though. And the basket's kind of down by those cars around the corner.
Yeah. Funneling you into the corner.
Yeah. It's a really tough pin placement. And Steve gets over the road looking for a skip left. You trying to finish left here, Kyle?
That's where you want to finish. That's the shot that he needed.
Yeah. And that was a crushing drive, Kyle.
Thank you. I tried to play this one a little safe, and costed me.
You didn't finish in a terrible spot, though, right?
It left me an upshot.
Yeah. I guess that's all you can ask for. Drew going forehand, which he's got a pretty beast forehand, too.
I would not even think about going for this shot.
Amazing shot.
Yeah, flex forehand.
Perfect.
Stays in bounds. Pretty unreal.
I want to say that's like a PD2 or something.
I think you're right, yeah. It looked like a Discmania disc.
Yeah, it's champion or C9 PD2 or something.
And we're looking at Philo's third shot. Well, it looks like a DX Rock again. DX or KC Pro? DX. Right? Wait.
Probably
that
yeah.
bird.
Yeah. The bird means it's DX, Kyle?
If it's a stock stamp, yeah.
Gotcha. So it looks like Philo actually got around the corner. And what are you throwing right here, Kyle?
I think I threw a DX AVR.
Wow, that was a beautiful shot, man. Great
Slight
Andy.
turnover.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Giving yourself a putt, which you really need because Steve played 2 perfect shots leading up to this third shot right here. Oh, there is OB left. Hold on.
That's a little early.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? He left
Is it
himself.
in?
Yeah, he's barely in bounds, and he left himself a pretty big putt with Kyle being almost parked for Kyle anyway.
Yeah, big for the stakes there.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the elevated basket getting in your head a little bit. And we got Philo actually went a little bit long, and he's coming back for his 2, 3, 4 right here. Nice putt.
Solid
Cap.
four.
Yeah. He'll be taking 3rd place. And Steve. So the gravel's OB just passed. So Steve was like barely in bounds, huh?
That's what they're debating right now, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's a break in this curb right here that they sprayed a painted line.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think Caddy Book had said the road's OB, so he wouldn't get a meter in from there.
Oh.
But I think they're deciding among everyone right now.
The
Okay.
TD's making the call.
Okay. And they eventually rule that he's like barely in bounds, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think he ends up taking a meter.
Yeah, it looks like he's walking it off right now.
Yeah.
Here it's the curb.
But in the book it says
Here it's the curb.
Some more deliberation.
And this is the final 9 holes.
It's kind of hard to do that right before an incredibly high pressure putt too, you know?
Yeah, it's very. It could get in your head for sure.
Yeah, you gotta refocus after all this shenanigans. Looks like they're still talking about it a little bit.
it's the curve.
It's the curb.
Call it the
That's
curve.
it. It's the curb.
There's the official okay. Looks like it was given right there. Steve's gonna go try and make this putt, which
Decided. It's the curb.
needs this to put the pressure back on you, Kyle. You guys are tied right now, right?
I don't know it, but yeah, we are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't know it at the time?
I missed a stroke, and I thought he had me.
Oh, really? Oh, no kidding. But bang, bang from Rico right there.
Such a clutch putt.
Super clutch. And Kyle doesn't know this is a clutch putt, but it is. And make it regardless. Nice putt, sir. So that's playoff time, right, guys?
That's a 3.
And he's the last one to putt.
That, oh,
that's-
dang, you're right.
Yeah.
That was an eagle.
Oh, my goodness. That second shot was ridiculous. Not that the first shot wasn't amazing either. So we do have a playoff, though. Steve Rico and Kyle, you're tied, man. So you guys basically just started the course over again?
Yep, we're out of gas and we're going back up the hill.
Gotta love it. Oh, man, that walk up to the second tee is so long, too. Or, sorry, the third tee.
That's a steep hill, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Looks like Steve came up a little bit short. Right on line, though. Gonna have a long putt. And Kyle looks like Champ Destroyer. You carry more than one or just one?
I do have 3. I have a brand new, a beat-in, and then one that's right in the middle.
Gotcha. All the same color, or are they different colors?
The 2 that I'm throwing in this tournament are same colors, both blue.
Gotcha. Did you get razzed on the tee box right there?
No, I was having timing issues.
Gotcha. So that was your second shot. Should be able to save a par from where that was. That was a really nice upshot, man. And this is Steve for the win, but he's pretty far out and an uphill putt with OB behind.
Yeah.
And goes back to the traditional jump putt. I guess probably because it's uphill.
Yeah.
And
I doubt he's thinking about the OB, especially with that uphill putt.
yeah, true.
If it misses, yeah.
Nice par save, Kyle.
Thank you.
Keeping the match going, and we're on to hole 2. So that's super shorty, but crazy stuff could happen on this hole.
Longest 150-foot hole you'll ever play.
That's so true.
You throw like a 300-foot shot.
You do, don't you? It's incredibly uphill. Video never does it justice, but it's just unbelievably uphill shot.
Yeah, like almost throwing your putter full power.
Mm-hmm. And Steve parks it again. And that's game respecting game right there, Kyle. I like that, man. That's cool. And you going back to the AVR as well?
I did.
And you improved upon your previous shot, man.
Got up top. I was happy.
Yeah, and gave yourself a death putt, but thankfully it's short enough. It wasn't too scary for you, right?
Tap it in.
Yeah, buddy.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bud. Steve makes his putt. You are continuing the playoff. Solid playoff I got going on right here. And so we're on to hole 3 of the final 9. That's that big downhill shot, 660 feet with the OB road down the middle. It's a tough hole. But
like Peter said, after walking up that hill,
I
was out of gas.
Yeah, it's a long day, man. Plus a final 9, plus a playoff, and hiking up this hill is no bueno. And Steve Rico's shot looks like it finished left of the road, and it should be a pretty easy up and down for him. And
You can tell he's in the zone.
He's in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Rico's always in the zone, Peter.
He is. You can especially tell he wants it.
Yeah, he does.
Check out those hills.
I know, man. It's just so beautiful from this tee.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle, looks like your Champ Destroyer faded out a little early.
Yeah, I never wanted to test that road.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is not an easy upshot. It's downhill with a low ceiling, and you got some trees in your way. And it looks like you're going forehand with a... What is this, Kyle?
That would be the good old trusty Gator.
That's the Gator. I thought it was the Gator, but it didn't skip for you, man. And it left you pretty short left, and Steve just laying up for his par, putting the pressure on you. And you knew you had to pretty much make this, right?
Yeah, his upshot was short, but I had to make this.
Yeah, you can't count on Steve missing that putt.
Never.
Yeah. So you're about yeah, the Cobra. It will strike.
He'll strike.
You can't turn your back on the Cobra.
Never.
And it looks like you went a little bit long right down the hill. And you...
Never it.
Yeah. And coming back up the hill, try to put the pressure back on Steve. But, man.
That's all she wrote.
Yeah, that's all she wrote. And Steve plays really smart disc golf right here and just lays up for a 4.
That made me feel good.
Yeah.
Making Steve Rico lay up still made me feel good.
Nice, man. You guys had a great battle. Really, really impressive.
We had no gas. We were out of gas.
Yep.
Good run, Kyle.
There you are. Congratulating Steve for the win. Good sportsmanship, man. Always cool to see. Pretty impressive performance by Steve. Pretty huge comeback. In the final 9.
Parky.
Yeah. There's Parky right there in the black shirt. Andy Parkinson. Also sponsored by Legacy.
Gotta thank the caddies.
Yeah, who caddied for you?
Jesse Dean.
Cool. And it looked like Jerry Goff was caddying for Steve Rico. But that is all we got for the Sharktooth, guys. Coming up next is San Francisco Safari. After that will be some more Peter McBride action in the Coyote Classic.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's almost done being edited. And then we got some Southwest Team Challenge. and you were there for that, right, Kyle? Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Beach. Huntington Beach took it. Oh, I mean,
Don't
you should watch watching.
Yeah.
Right out.
But yeah, you were a 2 because this Macbeth guy showed up, which is
Yeah, we had a number 1.
yeah, which is
The other one.
it's kind of ridiculous that you're a 2. You're one talent, man. You and Bobby Music, I think, were just totally unfair 2s with Steve Rico and Paul playing. So yeah, we definitely got some Kyle Eckman actually coming up too. And Kyle, you're gonna bust out in the bag for us tomorrow.
And tomorrow, Peter's gonna help me out.
Yeah, I'll film it and it'll be up soon.
Cool, man. I've been looking forward to that for a long time, so that'll be awesome to see. But Kyle, thanks for joining me. Peter, thanks for joining me. And that's all we got for the Sharktooth, guys. Thanks for watching.
Central Coast Disc Golf. That's where it's at.
Yeah, buddy. Catch you guys around.